screen.
All right, gentlemen. I think we are on for another show.
Love, peace and love.
What's up, brother?
All right.
What's up, my brothers?
What's going on, fellas?
How everybody feeling?
Man,
What's
feeling
going on,
good.
my brothers?
Beautiful.
What's happening?
I'm tired tonight. I'm gonna use my Florida slang. I'm not tired. I'm tired.
Tired. It's straight tired.
Busy
Hey.
weekend. But we're here. We're gonna make it happen for the people in the house.
Yes, sir. As we always do. As you come on board, say hello to us so that we can give you a shout out there, as we always do. Hope
Peace
everybody is feeling well. You know, we're moving closer and closer to that Christmas day. So as we move
Yes.
forward, hope everybody's
Yes, we are.
getting their things in order for whatever you plan to make that day. And for everybody, it's a different type of day.
Absolutely, we're planning.
Darlene Collins, DC in the house. What's up, Darlene?
Peace and love.
Margaret Nick, the #1 center.
Oh,
Welcome back.
Margaret, #1 stunner. Hey, Margaret, I gotta hit you up tomorrow too about my Super Bowl pool. Don't let me forget.
And
Damn, you running a Super Bowl poll already? A Super Bowl pick already?
Yeah, Margaret got a Super Bowl pool. Y'all better get on. Y'all get y'all blocks before they gone.
Oh, Margaret running one.
Margaret, ready on. Y'all better get. Margaret, let them know they better get their blocks before they gone.
What's the grand prize, Margaret, and what's the entry fee? Drop it in the chat group. I might want to join. I might want to make this happen. You know what I mean?
Kyra's
up,
in
Kyra?
the house.
Kyra, what's up, Kyra?
How you doing, Kyra?
Don't tell me Margaret got it going on like that, Q.
Oh yeah,
every
Margaret
year.
got about 4 or 5 pools. She got about 4 or 5 of them. I
Word.
won one of them last year. I won or Mimi once. One of us won last year.
Margaret Nick, I'm gonna inbox you after the show. I'm gonna inbox you my number. I want to get on board.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
I'm
I want a box, Margaret.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, they range from $1 blocks to $20 blocks. I just got on all of them. I just said the hell with it.
Oh,
'Cause
Lord.
I
Okay.
won last.
Wow.
Daggone Margaret holding it down, huh?
Yes, sir.
Q ain't put us on, so Margaret, you have to reach out directly to us. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Sound
You-
good.
I'm
Sound
ready
good.
to inbox you right
You
now.
tell us after he get them. You know what I mean? Oh, you know what? I got these joints from Margaret, and it's the game day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Q been holding out for years on us. That's the
For
damn
years,
thing.
man. For years.
Yeah, I've been holding it out. Y'all been holding it out.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
holding it out.
Um,
I'm holding it out.
What's up,
Margaret
Caddy?
Nick, I just inbox you my number. Hit me up. I want to be on board.
Caddy up in the building tonight. What's up, Caddy?
Don't say Kitty night. He got gambling problem. He gonna bother. Just tell me and Lenny or something.
No, but get out that football pool and stop playing. I'm gonna tell you for them blocks for it to fill up.
Wow.
Send
Okay.
Kitty something too.
Wow. Okay. Damn.
The pot is like you win. It's like what is this thing? $1,000 or something close to that.
Oh, I'm
Wow.
winning that.
No, $500. $500.
Okay, Margaret, give me a call tomorrow, Margaret. You have my number.
And
Call
please
me.
send, send them some too, Margaret, because somebody got to pay for my winnings. So, yeah, get as many people in the club as possible so they can get
Mimi
my
in the house. How you doing, Mimi? What's going on, baby?
Armand Wallace, big brother. What's
Wallace
up,
in the
big
house.
What is you done?
Wallace, I sent you a message. I hope you got it.
He from Spar Road, he always get his messages. You know what I'm saying? Spar Road. You want it.
All right, y'all, look, it's going to be, Margaret dropped some knowledge on us. Let's see what this is.
Hey,
Particulars up here.
let's see.
$1 pays 25. A $2 pays 50. $5 pay 125. I'm liking this, Margaret. $10 pays
Yeah.
pay 250 and 20 pays. So for $35, $37, $38, I can get all of them. That's what you're saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, I
Margaret,
want
you need to call me.
what you call that when you play all of them, Kenny? What's
Parlay.
a parlay. I want the parlay, baby.
Parlay.
I want the parlay payout, Margaret.
He want the parlay, but I want the full Monte. Yeah, right.
Oh man, okay, that's what's up, y'all. So
You got issues, boy. You got issues.
Only on Tuesdays. Only on
man,
Tuesdays.
you learn something every day. Okay, on the parlay, long as it pays.
That's right. Don't play. You know what I'm saying? We be over their house today.
Oh
Yeah.
man, see y'all gonna get carried away. All right, Margaret,
Call
thank
me
you
right
for
away.
letting us know that. Great show tonight lined up in our month of December 2024, in the year that our good Lord has made. We are talking about the Christmas holiday season as we continue this month-long topic and looking at all aspects of Christmas. Really, that's what we're doing. So tonight we're gonna go into a different area of some interesting things, more relationship-bound of Christmas things. We ain't looking at just the good of Christmas. We're looking at all aspects. So we're going to talk about that a little bit as we continue on. But look, right now we're going to keep it moving. All right, gentlemen? Keep it moving.
Yes,
Keep it moving.
Let's make it happen.
Peace and love. You know what we do every week. Please type in the chat, share your comments, your questions, because without you, there is no show. And realistically, you guys are the funniest and informative, most informative part of the show. As you can see on the side of me, I have the QR code. That's for the nation, for the best nation, best donation. It does cost quite a bit to put the show together. So if you feel like you got some content out here, some enjoyment, or even had some fun, do whatever you can. We definitely like anything it can jingle, roll, but we definitely like the money that folds. So you know what to do, Candy, and we appreciate your presence, even if you can't afford to. I know it's Christmas time, so thank you for being here. We love you, appreciate you, and peace and love. We're gonna keep it moving. I think my man Q is about to come on. Q, tell him what's about to be on.
Oh man, we rolling, natural. What's going on, everybody?
Hey, we got Q in the house. Q in the house. Tell him what's on tap, though.
Oh man, we always get tasty beverages, man, to sip on, and tonight is no different, man. I want everybody to get your mugs, get your glass, get your cup, get your shot glass, whatever you got, get your cup ready. Because we're gonna be sipping tonight, y'all. All right. Listen, first beverage tonight, and I want y'all to don't get filled up on this one, but I want y'all to sip on this. On our socially speaking segment, we're gonna talk about the best themed holiday movies of all time and why, and which ones do you remember, which ones did you enjoy, and which ones. Some of this might be a little controversial because some of it you might even feel like, wow, is that really a Christmas movie? So we're going to delve into all of that very shortly. And as always, your opinion is important to us. We want to hear from you. We want your feedback. Then following that, we're going to move to the next test beverage. And this beverage is going to be served cold right here. This one going to be served on ice, as a matter of fact. We're going to talk about It's Complicated. That's the title. How do you navigate the holidays with your kids and your ex? How does that affect relationships? And we want to explore that. We want to talk about how families manage to overcome some of these challenges that are presented during the holidays when you have a blended family. Back to you, Lenny.
What
All
could
right,
go
we're gonna dive right into this this movie thing, and check us out. We'll talk about it on the other side.
Christmas time, a season for family, hot cocoa, and some of the best movies ever made. Whether it's heartwarming tales, laugh out loud comedies, or even a bit of action, Christmas is the perfect backdrop for unforgettable films. So grab your eggnog, find your coziest sweater, and settle in as we count down the best holiday movies, classics, comedies, and maybe even a little controversy. Let's start with the most debated Christmas movie of all time, Die Hard. Bruce Willis stars as John McClane, a New York cop who just wants to spend Christmas with his family. Instead, McClane battles terrorists in a high-rise, barefoot, because nothing says Merry Christmas like Broken Glass. With its snowy LA setting, Festive Party, and Run DMC's Christmas in Hollis, we're saying it counts. Agree or not, it's a holiday staple for action fans. Next up, Home Alone. Young Kevin McAllister, played by Macaulay Culkin, is left behind while his family jets off to Paris for Christmas. Kevin turns this disaster into a hilarious battle of wits, defending his home from two bumbling burglars, Harry and Marv. Who didn't want to be Kevin, eating junk food, watching gangster movies, and outsmarting adults? No Christmas movie list is complete without It's a Wonderful Life. Jimmy Stewart shines as George Bailey, a man who always puts others first, sacrificing his own dreams. On Christmas Eve, an angel named Clarence shows George what life would be like if he'd never existed. This classic leaves us feeling more grateful for the people in our lives. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, festive chaos at its finest. Chevy Chase leads the Griswold family in their quest for the perfect Christmas, complete with a tree bursting out of the living room and enough lights to rival the Las Vegas Strip. It's a laugh riot, capturing the highs and lows of family gatherings during the holidays. Even when things go hilariously wrong, it's the people we're with that truly matter. This Christmas, family, secrets, and soulful melodies. Maydair Whitfield, played by Loretta Devine, brings her family together for their first reunion in 4 years. As festivities unfold, secrets bubble to the surface. A heartwarming story of family, forgiveness, and love set against a joyous Christmas reunion. A Christmas Story, You'll Shoot Your Eye Out. Ralphie Parker's quest for a Red Ryder BB gun is a nostalgic trip back to Christmas in the 40s, complete with leg lamps, triple dog dares, and the iconic line, "You'll shoot your eye out," a charming slice of holiday Americana, reminding us of the simple joys of Christmas through a child's eyes. From heartwarming classics to action-packed adventures, Christmas movies come in all shapes and sizes. Whether you're in the mood to laugh, cry, or cheer, there's something for everyone in holiday cinema. So, grab your popcorn, cozy up, and let these films bring holiday.
Thanks for watching. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Ain't that a song? Happy holidays. Bells are ringing. Happy holidays to you.
Like I said, we talking about the show, man. You want to see, man, we do a constant.
Hey, I thought I carried that note quite well right there, Q. You know,
You did, my brother.
You was all right.
you know, I got the band thing going now. You know, I'm playing back in the band. Y'all seen me on Facebook?
Yeah.
Y'all seen me on Facebook over the weekend?
Y'all saw on Facebook. Y'all did all right.
Oh, he saying we playing somewhere, Bama.
I'm gonna bring the band on one week, so y'all can meet the band and find out about what we're doing. Yeah.
Sure.
What Margaret talking about? I watched A Wonderful Life.
Well, so Margaret said, I watch It's a Wonderful Life and Home Alone every year. I also watch Miracle on 24th Street. Well, those are all classics. Those are all classics, Margaret, so I can certainly understand you watching them every year. The same way, people watch, hey, Natural, do you realize that for probably over 40, 50 years, people have always watched classics like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or Charlie Brown Christmas and what was the other one, Frosty the Snowman? Oh, the Grinch Stole Christmas. People have been watching that stuff for 50 years or more. Yeah. You realize that? We were kids. This is when we were kids.
As a
More
kid.
than 50, for sure.
I wonder if, you know what, Q, fellas, I wonder if, like the ones that you named, all those cartoon movies, Frosty the Snowman, some of them on here, Rudolph the Red-Nosed, Charlie Brown Christmas. Do the young kids watch it now, or no?
I think they still do.
I don't know. When they were younger, my youngest two, they really didn't. They were watching some new age stuff.
Oh, right. Really? Okay.
They would watch that, but they would watch the new age stuff because Santa Claus got shot in one of the joints. I forgot who it was.
Oh, wow. Get out of here, man.
First season.
Santa caught a hot one.
But he landed.
What's up, Troy? What's up, baby boy?
What's up, Troy?
What's up, Troy?
What's up, so? Hey, man, how many? Let me ask y'all real quick. Do y'all consider Beat Street a Christmas movie?
Yeah, because it happened during the Christmas holiday.
And it had
Street Breakdown.
Yeah,
remember they had the what's the name? They had
celebration show.
It sure did.
Hey, from this list,
it sure did.
From this list, if you had to go pick 2 or 3 movies from this list right now to watch, and that's all you can watch, name 2.
You asking us, the parents?
Everybody, audience too.
Okay.
Or audience too.
Almost said Miracle on 34th is absolutely the bomb. You know what? I gotta go back and revisit that, Wallace. I gotta check that out.
Well, I'm gonna go with Christmas with the Cranks, and surprisingly, this is not as new as the others, but I still like it. Best Man Holiday, I like that too.
For me,
hold on, refresh me. Hold on, before you go, Kenny. Refresh me, Best Man. What was that about? Because I get a mix.
That was all the guys, the stars of what's the boy name?
Was Chestnut in there?
Morris Chestnut and the crew. And all those
was
guys.
Chestnut the football player and his wife was dying in it?
Yes, that's that one. Yeah.
That was a good movie, man. It's kind of heartbreaking at the end, but
Yeah, white passed.
All right, go ahead, Kenny. My bad. Go ahead.
Right, you good, brother. The first one, not in any necessary order. A Charlie Brown Christmas. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Classic.
I can't leave out Bad Santa. I love Bad Santa.
All
right. How about you, Ard?
With that?
Y'all got me now? All right, so
yeah.
Let me do Trading Places.
Oh yeah,
I like that joint too.
Yeah, good call.
Ooh.
Good shout out, Ard. Good call out.
Good call.
And Last Holiday, I really do like Last Holiday with Queen Latifah and LL Cool J. I gotta go out Beat Street because y'all ain't let me get out. That Kool Moe Dee and Dougie Fresh was on that joint rocking the
yes,
joint.
Yes, sir. And African Bambaataa and the Furious African Bambaataa was in there, and a lot of stars.
A lot of people made appearances.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out the list right here. Let's throw some questions out here for the audience. Let me see what we got.
What did Troy said? Troy said one of his favorites was what? What did Troy say?
Troy said, "A Christmas Story."
and Best
Best
Man.
Man.
Yeah,
Scrooge is always
Yeah.
good, Margaret. I like that.
Okay.
Scrooge always. Matter of fact, my daughter just did a play at Towson called Scrooge.
Okay.
You know what? The two I like. One of them is a cartoon, like Kenny. For some reason, man, I like how the Grinch Stole Christmas, man. For some reason, you know, because they'd be like,
Classic.
he had the little teeny dog with the big ass sleigh with all this shiznick on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just was comical, you know. And all the Who people was just ain't nothing wrong with the Who people. You know what I'm saying? They was just vibing. You know what I'm saying? So
They was
He
rolling with it.
took everything. He took everything.
Here's the other one. I don't even know what it's called. What's that joint where they got to save Christmas and it snows somewhere and it rains somewhere and they had a heat miser. He's Mr. Heat Miser.
Yeah, that was.
To my clutch. That
oh,
that in
y'all
the
crazy as hell.
He's
All right, look.
too much.
joint was hard.
Troy said this Christmas also. Yeah, Troy, this Christmas is all of that. That was all that, man. Because Chris Brown showed off in this Christmas. He
Yeah.
really tore down the house.
All right, question for y'all. Oh, Margaret says she loves Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3.
Wow, Marvin. All right.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Home Alone. Kevin McAllister was the little kid, right?
Yeah.
What's his real name?
Macaulay
Colin McCalkin or something of him?
Charlie McCulkin, yeah.
Yeah. How did he outsmart the burglars in Home Alone? Who remember that? Audience? Anybody in the audience remember?
I remember. but
Anybody on the panel remember?
I remember.
Nope.
You know what? He was home alone. He got left behind, and he wanted the burglars to think that he didn't want them to think that he was there alone. So he went to the basement, and he pulled out some mannequins, and he put them in the window to make it look like adults was in there too. You know, so you know he wasn't home alone. That there was some adults in the house as well. I remember that part.
You know what? Let me ask you this about this kid. Well, he's a grown a man now.
Yeah.
Was this his break? He was a kid actor. I guess this was
Oh, yeah,
his
yeah,
breakout movie, right? Breakout star movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Cool. What else? Trivia number 2 question. What did Kevin learn about his family during his time alone?
They ain't care too much about him. They left him twice.
Say that again, Say that again.
No,
They
I'm
ain't
gonna tell
care
you.
too much about him. 'Cause I don't care how many children I have. If I leave the house, I ain't leaving without one.
Well, a couple of things. Kevin was he was the youngest, so
Yeah.
his older brother used to bully him a little bit. He had an older brother. He used to bully him a little bit. But I'm gonna tell you what Kevin really learned about his family. Kevin didn't realize. If you go back and watch it again, he didn't realize how wealthy his family was. He found out he didn't know his family was rich like they were. He found out they were really, really wealthy. He didn't even know that his dad was a big-time successful businessman. And Kevin really wasn't even aware. He was so young, I guess, wasn't aware of that.
Okay. Cool. Trivia number 3. Coming y'all way. What say? Why do some people? I think somebody answered this already. Why is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Arden got this one.
Art got this one.
Oh, this is during Christmas time. He was
Yeah.
going out there to go see his family during Christmas time.
Who was the
Hey,
other?
Dad.
Who was the
And
other?
they went to have a Christmas party. They were celebrating the Christmas party, right? At the time.
Well,
When everything broke off.
his wife's office, they had a Christmas party going.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
He was going to meet his wife, I think, from last.
Yeah.
And that's when all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
All hell broke loose.
Okay, we're gonna talk about all hell
Hey,
broke
do y'all
loose.
remember who helped him out on the ground? Not in the building.
Yep. Your boy from your boy's father from.
Yes, sir.
Did I do that?
Yeah,
Home
from
Alone.
Urkel. From the Urkel
Yeah,
show.
Oh, he was a policeman.
He was a cop there. They was doing
Oh,
that.
okay.
Carl Winslow on that show.
All right,
But yeah.
y'all should know this one. Audience, y'all should know this one. What Christmas movie starred Chris Brown? What was the name? What was the movie about? And can you name 3 other stars that was in the movie besides Chris Brown?
Let's give the audience a chance. See if they can come up with a name.
What was the name of the movie?
Somebody
Let me
just
tell you
got
the
it
name, or
down.
y'all want to let them tell us.
Darlene Collins, she definitely got it down.
First one that can name the movie get a $2 pass on Margaret's Super Bowl.
Kim Classic Light said they loved him. Yeah, Kim, they did love him. He did realize his family loved him. That's the other thing now. We left that out. But Kevin did realize that his family actually really did love him. We did learn that.
What's that?
That question we asked about what did Kevin learn about his family? Kim said they loved him. And Kim, you're right about that. They did. He did learn that they loved him.
Man, I don't want no love like that, but he leave me as a child.
Yeah, they loved him, but they left him. They got on the plane without him.
Don't leave me, love me.
Don't leave me, love me.
Darlene,
What was the name of the movie, Q?
one of your favorites.
What's the name of the movie?
Trivia buff. What's the name of the movie? What name 3 other stars in the movie? Chris
This
Brown was-
Christmas. The name of the movie was This Christmas. And some of the other stars were like Delroy Lindo, who's played a lot of stuff, Loretta Devine, Idris Elba, who all the ladies should know, who played in The Wire. Who played Stringer Bell in The Wire. He starred in this. And so did like Regina King and there was a lot of people in this movie.
Ladies,
Those had to be early starts for some of those careers too, you know.
Well, Idris had already been around. He had already starred in The Wire at that point, and Delroy Lindo was already a star. Loretta Devine was already. Chris Brown was the breakthrough in that one. He was the breakthrough.
Somebody should know this. What classic Christmas movie has the character George Bailey in it? And who is the character Clarence in this movie? And what was his famous saying?
Oh, I got it, but I'm gonna see if anybody else knows.
yeah.
Somebody said it was their favorite movie. Matter of fact, Darlene Collins said, "I'm gonna give it away. It's a Wonderful Life" was the name of the movie.
Yep. Oh, it's a wonderful.
Uh,
Yeah, Darlene, what was?
She had It's Christmas. That's why I said Darlene Collins had already wrote it down. She had It's Christmas and It's a Wonderful Life on her joint.
This Christmas and It's a Wonderful. Yep, she had both of them.
This Christmas.
Yep. Clarence had a saying in the movie. He'd always say, every time you hear a bell ring, that means the angel just got his ring, just got his wing. Every time you hear the bell ring.
Yep. Man, I remember the first time watching that movie. I was like, I think it was on Christmas or during Christmas holidays or something like that. That's when it usually comes on.
Mm-hmm.
And, Kenny, you go to the TV and you flick a channel and something come on and it might grab you for a second and you be like,
Yeah.
you had no intentions on watching the whole damn movie.
Nope.
But you know what I'm saying, Kenny? Anybody
Nope.
have experienced that where they click something,
Yep.
click the show, you had no intentions on watching the entire thing. An hour and a half later,
Yeah.
you like,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
good.
you
That
still
was
Now you know the whole movie. Yep.
Drop one in the chat group if it happened to you. I know I can't be the only one. Man.
Mimi got it right too with This Christmas. You're right, Mimi.
And Margaret,
Clarence
you
was
are
the
too.
angel, right? Clarence was the old man.
Clarence was the angel. You're right, Margaret. Nick. Clarence was the angel.
Mm-hmm.
And Clarence's job was to show. What was Clarence's job? His job was to show George Bailey what his life would be like if he never existed. Just how him never existing, how would it had a residual effect on all the other people in his circle.
Mm-hmm.
Which I
I know
found.
one thing. That Joker had an appreciation for life when he finally got back, boy.
Oh yeah, he was so. It was an awakening for him.
He had appreciation for life, no doubt. What else we got? Let me see before we move on this Christmas thing. I think Arden, you talked about who were the 3 main stars in the movie Trading Places.
Eddie Murphy. You got it?
Eddie Murphy.
Yes, sir. That's one.
Who was the woman?
See if y'all get all 3 of them.
Who was the woman?
Nick.
See if y'all get the woman. Y'all might have trouble getting the woman, but I'll tell you, if I give y'all a hint, you'll get it.
Go ahead.
Halloween.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
There you go. Jamie Lee Curtis.
And Dan Aykroyd was the other one.
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd. That's who it was. Dan Aykroyd.
Now my spinoff is this. 2 or 3 of them actors was on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy was on there. Dan Aykroyd. Was Dan Aykroyd on Saturday Night Live? Because he was a
Of course.
Blues Brother, right?
Blues.
He was the original cast.
That was came from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was him and Eddie Murphy on there at the same time during the seasons?
Yes.
No, they
They
wasn't.
I don't believe so.
You're right.
Eddie came on
You're
later
right.
because he
Nope.
was young.
You're right, Ard.
He
And
was in
that
high
tricked
school.
me too.
Hold on. They were after. He was on after them.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy came
later.
on.
He wasn't with the
After
middle.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came on later. He was
I
like
thought
a
he
kid
was-
coming on because he was in high school when he got the job.
Okay. How old was he?
He's probably
How old
18,
was that?
17, about 18. I think he got
Really?
on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize that.
And I always thought Eddie Murphy was the first black character on black personality on Saturday Night Live, but I was wrong. It was an actor named Garrett Morris.
Garrett
That was-
Morris. Garrett
yeah.
Morris. Was.
Garrett Morris from Martin, wasn't it?
Yeah, he played on Martin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Martin.
He played
Yeah.
the station manager, the radio station manager.
Yeah.
I bet he was on. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Saturday Night
Yeah.
Live.
All right, fellas. Good trivia. Good trivia. Gonna make me go watch some holiday movies. Kenny, take it away, man. Tell them about the main subject tonight.
Tonight we're going to talk about things that this is a situation that happens a lot during the holidays. I've experienced some aspects of it, not aspects of it. I'm willing to share mine. But tonight we're going to find out, how do you navigate the complications of dealing with ex, kids, blended families, finances, time balancing, and more during the Christmas holidays. What's right or wrong? What's fair or not? Are there boundaries that should be set, lines that must be crossed? Tonight we're going to find out. We want you to participate in the most livest audience on the internet.
All right, brother. Let's take a
Morning,
look at this.
everybody. I've had a
this
message
perspective.
from 2 people over the last few days that are asking the same question, and that is, how are the kids going to cope if I don't see them on Christmas Day? Now, one of these ladies is having a really tough time with her ex. They've split up, but she feels a bit guilty about not seeing the kids. The other lady is under a lot of pressure to spend Christmas morning with her ex, let him into the house, have the coffees, open the presents. And they're asking me, what do I do? Now, obviously, I know that we want this to be as special as possible for our kids. That's only normal, okay? But we have to set some boundaries in place. And remember, kids will take their lead from you, okay? So if you don't feel this is what is good for you, if it's not good for your mental health, your mental well-being, if it's really going to be a problem for you, then actually do something different. Now, if you're not going to see your kids, then that's okay. As in some of my other videos and on my podcasts, I've got lots of ideas how to cope with that, even celebrate important. But also, if you can't do that, then actually just sitting down and explaining to the kids that you're going to spend Christmas with Daddy this year, and then next year you'll have Christmas with me, but we can do something fun. And I promise you that kids will take their lead from you. Yes, they might be a bit disappointed, and you can manage that, you know them best, okay? But actually, if you're not okay, if your boundaries aren't in place, then think about what you're teaching your kids. That even though you don't want to do something, you feel that you have to do something for other people. Now, with kids, sometimes we have to be selfless. I know that, and that's really important. And these mums I know are obviously always doing a lot for their kids. And that's why this decision is so difficult. But honestly, again, think about, as a role model, what are you teaching your kids to tolerate, which maybe they shouldn't be tolerating, as a life lesson? So it might be a little bit uncomfortable, but actually if you go in there and say with confidence and say that this is a good thing and explain that there are some benefits to it for them, then they will.
It's a lot to unpack in that small, short video. A lot to unpack.
It is. Trick Daddy love the kids. Oh man, Wallace.
Wow.
My boy. All right, look, it is a lot to unpack, but relationships and Christmas now. I don't have no exes to talk about, so I'm really curious about opinions out there to see, how this rocking out. Q, you want to handle question one? Why don't you read it yourself and then go ahead and dive in?
Okay. The first question is, how can parents make sure that children don't feel torn or guilty about spending time with one parent over the other? And that's, that's a lot to unpack in itself right there. First of all, I think where we really need to start is, we need to move out of self and think about the child, number one, okay? Let's think about the child. Number two, And this is essential, man. In almost all these situations, there has to be open lines of communication. You have to talk to that other parent or the parent who you may no longer be with. You have to talk. You guys have to talk, and we have to reason some things out. Sort out what you each want to do and how you want to spend this holiday, and what you feel would be fair and equitable in doing so. And that's one of the most important things right there. Just having those lines of communication open, having an honest talk about what each situation details. Kenny?
That's a great answer, my brother. And part of what you said about the communication is part of my answer. And my question is, what strategies can help kids navigate blended family dynamics, especially with step siblings and step parents during the holidays? First of all, in a perfect world, in a perfect situation, this is a line that's already been addressed. This is an issue that's already been addressed. They all have been commingling. They have some type of relationship. Now, in the event that you're in a new relationship and you have to intertwine siblings and so forth, the first thing, back to what my brother said, is communication. Talking to your child. How do they feel about it? Because ultimately, this is their decision. This is something they have to deal with.
Yeah.
Talking to your child, he or she, and to find out exactly how they feel about it. And then secondly, you can share some of your experiences. Like maybe some of us has had those experiences as children, and we can share those with our children. That also gives them a different level of comfortability, to be more comfortable to deal with the situation. So again, it goes back to what he said: communication. And
Yes.
as far as step parents and siblings, like I said, hopefully they'll already have some type of previous relationship to make this whole transition easier. But again, communication is the key. On to you, Art.
All right. How should parents address behavior issues that may arise from the stress of divided loyalty? When allocating more resources to your biological kids versus your step kids. Well,
That's a lot, Natural. That's a lot.
It's difficult to deal with because this is so unique to each individual's case. But the parents have really failed the child if you have two grown adults going out to buy gifts. And it's biologically, that's one of their children. You know what I mean? So together, we should be able to create a budget and say, look, we're going to kind of pretty much split this down the middle. They want this, they want that. Add up the number of gifts or whatever that may be. So they got 10, they got 10, or they got 2, they got 2, whatever that number is. If it's big gifts, small gifts, however the ratio works out. And it should be a balance, some type of balance. And if it's not, the conversation goes back to what Lenny and, I apologize, Equavian and Kenny stated. There needs to be some conversation in reference to, it might be one child's time they get a bike, and somebody else might be a lot younger and they don't get a bike, but they do get something that's big for them as far as like a main gift. There's ways you can work it out, but as they get older, that becomes a little bit more into the communicative thing, where you would all want everybody in that family to want that for that person, or want this for that person, so they wouldn't be jealous that they got that, and because I still got this. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be some sort of balance there, and truly, you really did your children a disservice if that's the Christmas all came down to. So it needs to be more conversation and less focused on only what I get. It should be trying to make other people happy at the same time. And you're a kid, you still gonna want your stuff. And I understand. I mean, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? You went out there and you ain't got your kung fu grip. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt,
Somebody
no
hot.
doubt. You're right about that, Art. And that's a very interesting answer you gave us. It's kind of, you try to cover all bases with it, but but that's a difficult decisions that choices without pissing somebody off or making the wrong choice. Kenny,
some seeds you planted before that will show. If you planted seeds of greed, selfishness, and unrestraint, uncompassion, that's gonna play out. I'm sorry about that, Kenny.
No, Kenny. The question is up on the screen. Before you answer it, because your question is dealing with scheduling and splitting time. Time, who gets who on all that type of stuff. And Margaret has an answer there. So can you address her answer at the same
Margaret,
time you're addressing the question?
Absolutely, Margaret, and that goes back again to what me and Q said in our first question. That is a big communication. We have to be on the same page as far as, okay, I have this to do, you have that to do. I want the child to be with this one, I want the child to be with that one. Some kind of way y'all gonna have to talk and meet in the middle without argument and leading into my questions is a great transition. The legal issues and based on emotions. So again, communication is the biggest part of these questions, a lot of these questions. Now for me, I've been through the situation. We would talk and plan it out, and sometimes I didn't agree, sometimes she didn't agree, but eventually we worked it out. You have to keep that in mind, that there's a potential for y'all not to agree. And then we get into drill into it further of how we're going to handle this situation. Now we don't agree. We're trying to be casual. We're trying to co-parent, but now we have a minor disagreement, which can be a major disagreement. So again, we're going back to the same thing. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but it's communication. And you have to know your ex-spouse.
Kenny, you have a real life. I mean, you've experienced real life with your kids, with a mother and Q. You have as well, right?
Yes.
And Arden, I know you have. And I remember your children were younger too. So, I mean, really interesting perspectives from a dad. And, so far, all of y'all civil-minded.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, this is the funniest thing. And I'm going to just say this real quick. My children said that they were going to spend the holiday with me. That was how we came up. Because, women's kind of, she would get the holiday. So, like, if it was Christmas, she'd get Christmas. Thanksgiving, she would get Thanksgiving. Yeah, I would take Friday through Sunday. I wouldn't, man. Go ahead, you take Thursday, but I'll take Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm in the money. I'm for that. You go ahead and take Christmas, and I'll take, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. The first few days of Kwanzaa, and then the last few days of Kwanzaa. So I would, it would work out. But it got down to the point where my children were like, I know, like this year we're gonna spend the actual holiday with Dad.
Yeah. Absolutely, Arden.
And that's how that happened. I mean, because I didn't push for it because I was like, it's a day. Any day I'm with you, that's the best day in the world. And whatever holiday that is, it can move to that day. As long as we together, that's that day. I don't care. So,
absolutely.
Arden, while you talking, I do want to shift over to this question. And I'm going to ask the question, how do you deal with the feelings of purposefully excluding your new partner, not inviting them to be part of a significant holiday moment? So the setup is, you got somebody new, your kids with your ex and her new person, and you want to bring your new person over to, and they be like, no, your person can't come. You know what I mean?
Well,
break that down for me.
I mean, that's something I don't. First of all, do you want that situation? If it's like, well, and it depends on what you're going to. If you're going to a family event and both couples go to the family event, then that's different than like me having something at my house and then the children coming and my ex and their people.
Let's say you're going to the school play, Christmas play that the child is in, and then somebody telling you, oh no, your peoples can't come, Arden.
Oh no, they need to get over that. I don't care. You need to get over yourself, because if people are coming to support your child, even if they with your ex or whatever else, they're still coming to support your child.
How about like at the end of the evening, we're gonna take a family picture, but oh no, your peoples can't get in this picture. All right.
I mean, it's gonna be more than one series of pictures taken, right? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, sometimes we just need to get over ourselves and move ourselves out the way. And you know, you can take your shot with your immediate family. You can take the shot with just the guys, just the girls, just the elders, just the children. And then you can make everybody feel like they're not being excluded, even though they are. They're in a picture, but they're not in certain pictures. You know what I'm saying? So you can get all of that. It's just kind of how you work that out. But if there's feelings in it, then you know people are a little less likely to think. And that's the biggest problem.
Q, go ahead. Thank you, brother. Q, go ahead. Pick the question up and read it.
Okay, the question is, how do ex-spouses set boundaries to avoid overstepping, creating competitions over gift giving? Also, to avoid their current significant other from unnecessary drama arising from their ex's behavior.
Well, that's a good question.
And boy, there's a lot in that question as well.
There's a lot to that, Q.
That's a lot to that as well. You know, the first thing, once again, I'm going to revert back to what I said originally. Communication and acting like an adult. You know, act like an adult. You know, there's a level of maturity that should be reached at a certain point in your life, where you're able to talk things out reasonably. Particularly as we get older, you should be able to talk things out.
But that, I'm gonna cut you off because that ain't the question though. The question is somebody overstepping their boundaries. How you dealing with that? You trying to be politically correct up in here.
I'm getting to that, Lanny.
All right, go ahead.
You should talk about that. But if that person, after a conversation, if they still doesn't respect that conversation and it goes beyond what they're supposed to be doing, then that's when troubles arise and you have situations arise and conflict arises. But sometimes you just have to be the bigger person.
That's right.
And swallow it. You take the hit. You take the hit as so you won't destroy a family outing. You know, okay, why am I gonna, you know, I don't want to make this a big deal of the family outing. Maybe this is something we need to discuss to ourselves at a later date, but not handle it right then and there on the spot. I think that's one of the things you could do. Competition is going to arise. Those things are going to happen because everybody thinks differently about how they want to handle situations. And so sometimes the response is, like I think Kenny said it, there are going to be disagreements no matter whether you speak or talk about it or not. There are going to be disagreements. Or when you agree with that, there are going to be disagreements.
I mean, if you got a consistent overstepper, habitual overstepper, it's going to be a problem. I mean,
it's going to be disagreement.
It's just how you disagree, and then how's it handled. That's the biggest part of that.
I want to give a shout out. I want to take the time to give a shout out to our cousin, LaCane Herndon, coming from the ATL. How you doing, LaCane? What's going on, brother? Hope to see you soon.
I like Kim's answer. She said, "Just stay away." Period. Just sometimes, though, anyway, I'm gonna defer to Arden's question because
that's hard to do sometimes.
That last question could go on forever. But go ahead, Arden, pick up. This is another complicated. We told y'all this is a complicated Christmas relationship scenarios tonight. So Arden, go ahead, pick up that question.
All right, how to handle the influence of your new partner when it comes to having your children participate in new blended family activities. This is the example, boys. It's a rough one right here.
This deep right here, brother.
New relation practice. That they have new religions, practices that don't align with your teachings. That's tough. I mean, because when you say that word religion, it gets difficult. You know what I mean? But a lot of things align, and there's connections to all of those particular, a lot of that. So depending on the conversation you have, and I mean that's the conversation you're going into prior to really connecting with that person, hopefully. But that should be big conversations in reference to that. But when it's all said and done, if they worship God and you worship God, and at the end of the day, y'all pushing for the best for the Most High, and then I always say that should be the connection there. How you get there is one thing, but if you're going to the same place, that's fine. Um, Now, the exposing the kids to the environment that we don't agree with, that's a dead no. That's done. Um,
He said
Okay,
that.
now, I gotta say that.
now,
Can I ask you a question about that? I gotta ask you a serious question right there.
I would finish, but go ahead. Ask me the question before I finish.
How do you stop that if you're not there? That's what I want to know. How you gonna stop that
Well,
if you're not there?
go ahead and pick it up. I'm gonna see where he's going with.
Okay.
Well, the thing is that exposing your kids to an environment that you don't agree with. I pause there because guess what? You might not agree with certain things, but it might be the best thing for your child. So at some point in time, you got to look at it. Is it I don't agree with it because I don't understand, or I don't understand the worth of what that environment may help my child, or is it that they're walking down the street in an area where bullets flying all the time, and they dealing with people like that, and they're in an environment that your child might die or really get killed.
What if there's a pervert uncle on the other side of the ex family, and this pervert uncle keep coming around? What's up?
That's dead. I mean, that type of environment that's unacceptable. So at that point in time, that person is gonna have to be excommunicated. You know what I'm saying?
But once again, my question is, it's not there's no dry. I mean, we understand how we feel about it, but sometimes it's hard to prevent things because we may not physically be in that same area. What if your kids go out of town? You know what I mean? And they're around somebody, they're exposed to some stuff that doesn't jive with the way you want them to be raised. I don't know how much you can do about that at the time, but to try to fill them with as much as the proper upbringing as you can, so they'll know that this is not acceptable behavior. But there's no stopping. Sometimes there's no stopping it. There's no stopping them being exposed to certain things.
Kidding.
Absolutely. My question is to the audience, to brothers, how can extended family members such as grandparents, aunties, uncles play a role in de-escalating situations that may arise? And is this imposing on their responsibilities and experience? The first part of the question is, the people that we're talking about, the grandparents, the aunts and uncles, in a lot of families, they're already looked up to as figures of authority. We all have that auntie, grandma, G-mom, whatever you call it, we look up to. Like she says, sit down, we sit our ass down. It might not be your mother. She might tell your mother to sit her ass down. For real.
Yeah.
So that's the situation. But again, we're going back to the same point that me and E started off with. It's communication.
Yeah.
It's communication. And hopefully you can look up to these, even if you don't have that dominant relationship, you can look up to these aunties and uncles and grandmas just for their experience. Because what they're telling you is something they're probably 99.9% of the time they've already been through. I mean, I'm going through that now myself. I'm trying to tell my younger kids, hey, this is happening. This is what it is. Dad been through. But is it imposing on their responsibilities? Yes and no, because yes, they've probably been doing that for quite some time as an auntie, uncle, grandpa, and all that. And they have a right to chill and enjoy the holidays just like the rest of us. But in a way, it's kind of like their responsibility. We're going into the it takes a village thing.
Right.
So
Great point,
it's
brother.
kind of like their responsibility as well. And hopefully they take that, and that's been helping us, our young black men and women and children today, to continue to grow. But yes.
Great point, brother. I like that last take a village thing.
Mm-hmm.
Q.
Yes. Okay, last question, or next question for me is, how do parents address the financial stress of ensuring fairness of holiday spending budgets when purchasing for blended family members?
Well, that's a
And-
good question.
And I mean, that's a great question. Natural touched on this earlier. Kenny, you and I both touched on this earlier. And it comes down to a couple of things. Once again, there has to be some communication between the two sides. There got to be some communication. You just can't just fly off. Well, I'm gonna get him this computer and not say anything to the other person. Because what if the other side is buying him a computer as well? Let's have some communication, some form of communication. That would help first and foremost. Just having different notes. I like Arden's idea of having a shared budget. You know, talking to the other side, and okay, this is what we plan to do. I know my daughter wants these things. Let's make sure, let's pull our resources together and see if we can get some of those things that she wants by pulling those resources together.
You know what? Y'all making the assumption. Y'all are making the assumption that the ex is cooperative.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Hold on. Hear me out now.
Yeah.
Y'all know damn well that ain't the case most of the time. Come on, let's get for real. You know, it's always gonna be
maturity.
Look, I'm hearing you. I hear all of that. That shit sounds good, Q. But you know damn well most of the time she talking about you like a dog or vice versa. I'm not saying you personally. I'm just saying situationally. But I mean, you're acting like, Arden, come on, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you off the break.
Help me out.
I'm telling you, for real. You know, ain't no fill in. Bottom line, your child will say that mom's getting me this, and this for Christmas. And best believe, after a certain age, they know what they want. And
Yes.
they're going to work that situation where they're going to get what they want, for real.
Yep.
And truly, they can probably get more when you're divorced than when you're together. And when you're together, y'all plan out, oh, damn, we ain't getting that. And she already got this, and that. But apart, she can say, well, mommy got this. Can you do this? And then you be like, yeah, well, I'll do this and that. And then she go back to mommy,
Yeah.
he did this and this. Can
Yeah.
you do Yo, I'm telling you, man, they get that. What I was talking about is who you dealing with now. You know what I'm saying? When you come in and together, the person you're dealing with, if that person's in, you're in the household, then you divide that situation up and you working out your household, which you can manage.
Yeah.
On the other side, you can hope that works or whatever else. But
Now look,
you
Lenny,
can deal
Lenny,
with
you're-
you.
this is what I'm talking about. This is real life.
That was my real life. That's what I
This
said.
is real life right here. Check it out.
I would,
You're very
This is
valid.
real life.
I was
It's
just
real life.
Real life was just what I just said. Shit, you tell me, goddamn, I'm living.
See, I mean, I'm just keeping it real.
I'm
Yeah.
keeping it 100,000. You know what I mean, Kay? Tell me some more
You can
bullshit.
only
I finish
try.
talking. This
You can
real
only
life.
try.
No, this nigga, that was real life.
Now, I'm not, I ain't saying right or wrong, no, but I'm just, what he said, as long
Yeah, I
as
mean,
we stay clear, I'm good.
And T Adams agrees with you, Lenny, as well. Because your points are valid. But my thing is, you at least have to try, because you know that. At least you have to reach out. You have to be the bigger person. At least reach out. If they don't accept, your proposal, then so be it. So be it. But at least you made the effort to do so,
All right, Q.
and you'll feel good about it.
Complicated. Don't forget, tonight's subject is it's a complicated Christmas.
Yeah.
This is a scenario. I'm not saying
Woo!
you do
This is
I ain't
deep,
saying I ain't saying nobody on this face on the screen do this, but I'm just
Where that
saying, situation and circumstances being. I'm gonna pose the question to you, Q. You and your
Yes.
ex normally give Christmas gifts maybe up to $250.
Shit.
But you might not was with her. Now you're with this new person, and you want to carry on the tradition. But your current partner said, "Hold on, that's upsetting. I disapprove." And matter of fact, I think it's damn right extremely disrespectful for you to buy that hooch $250 worth of something, and because this is what we call the AHBL moment.
Yeah,
And this
that's
whole
what's up.
segment right here is about AHBL. Who know
Yes,
what
sir.
AHBL stand for? In the chat group.
In the
But-
chat group, y'all know what that stands for?
What is AHBL?
If they don't come up with it, you got to educate.
Somebody knows.
I know y'all know. Come on,
I
I know y'all.
I didn't know it. I mean, I already.
T. Adams, I know you should know what this means, T.
But
You should know what this
I
means.
knew what it was.
Wallace said, just get the hell out of my way.
That's close, but that's not quite.
Come on, give it to me, somebody.
Bullshiggity.
Give it to him. Tell him what it means. Tell him what it means.
Look, y'all getting heated now. Kim said, a lot of bashing going on. and Vanessa said, that ain't going to work over here. AHBL, look, we were trying to prevent an AHBL all hell break loose moment from occurring. Q, answer the damn question.
Well,
I want the truth.
First of all, you got to go to your present relationship, and if she's not down with that, you just can't disrespect her, because then you messing up your household. Okay, you messing up her household for the sake of something else, and so there has to be perhaps some compromise. Okay, is it all right if I get her a pair of socks? You know what I'm saying? I might be doing this because maybe I'm just giving situations. Maybe it's a situation where you want your younger child to think that her parents are still, can be friendly with one another, and maybe just get her something, read a scarf or something like that, some gloves. Or whatever.
I'm curious to hear Vanessa to drill down on. Vanessa said it's not going to work over here. I'm curious to hear more response from that, Vanessa. So you saying
you have to go to your present relationship. You have to go to your present relationship. And
can I ask a question? Can I ask one question?
What you mean, man?
Not listening to how their feelings. You can't just ignore their feelings, because if you do, you're spiraling for more troubles after the holidays and beyond. You know what I'm saying?
my one quick question: why? First of all, why are you buying your ex something for $250? That's your ex.
Yeah.
And you have.
So keep your damn socks.
So that's why we're asking this question.
I'm just saying, you might, when you was together, y'all might have had a budget to say when y'all was together everything was good, but y'all broke up, and maybe that first Christmas after you broke up, she still came with something for $250, and you had something. So y'all just kept the tradition going.
This paragraph is X. That's the key word in this paragraph. X.
Say that one more time. X.
The key word in this paragraph is X. We are no
All right,
longer
Kenny.
together.
Let me ask you this. Here's your situation. This is your situational circumstance. For you, let me see what she said. Only if they're
there's underage
children
involved.
involved. Okay.
That's why I said you want to present that like, you want your children to think that, mommy and daddy can still be reasonable with one another, even though they're not together anymore.
No, I was thinking more so that if underage children were involved and they needed some gifts to come from that direction and make everything look balanced, then I could understand that. But past that.
I like T's response here. T said, "Thank God I can't relate to this. Married 51 years, ain't no X in this game." He said, "So death do us."
I'm with you on that, Kenny.
Love it, T.
Kenny.
There you go, T.
Hey, Kenny. K.
Yes, sir.
You ready for your all hell break loose question?
Man, hit me with it.
Your AHBL question. This your situation. The new partner of your ex believes it's okay for your 12-year-old to have alcohol eggnog during the celebration and gives it, and your ex gives into his idea. Your child becomes sick, vomiting, and you find out.
Somebody going to jail.
I'm going to cuss her mother out. You will give my 12-year-old son some eggnog, or daughter, eggnog, and she got sick. So how am I supposed to feel about this? Am I supposed to just laugh it off? No, I'm going to cuss her mother out. On site. That is just ridiculous. I mean, who thought of this? Who's the parent here? That's my answer in a nutshell. We're going to keep this one real quick. I wish you would.
So you really?
Kenny, does cussing her out solve the issue? Does that really resolve the issue?
You know what? It probably doesn't. It probably doesn't, but at that moment, putting myself in that situation or how I would feel, it would help.
So,
I'm just thinking about from a resolution standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Do that mean I can't have my children around you all that time? Yeah.
Kenny, you know,
Try that again.
Kenny, you know, in these type of situations, that's gonna be the talk of your side of the family.
Yes.
Your brother, wife, your mama.
Yes. And again,
They're gonna be talking about Kenny's daughter. Don't you know Kenny new wife, new husband, gave the game girl some eggnog. Girl got sick. Everybody on your side of the family gonna be talking about this.
Right. And that's your ex. Again, the key word here is ex. So your family probably feeling some type of way about her anyway. You just threw fuel on the fire. I told you she wasn't no damn good.
Oh, God.
Yes,
Oh
Kim
man,
Clancy.
Kim funny. Kim said,
And that's how we communicate. On that particular instance, Kim Clancy one night,
Oh,
we're
my
going
God.
to communicate with me,
All right.
and her out.
Your communication gonna be a little salty there.
It's
Is
going to be a
what
little
you're saying.
salty.
all right,
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
all hell break loose. You ready for your HBL moment?
I think so, bro.
All right, let me see if you can handle it.
ready.
Can you handle
I'm
the
ready.
truth? You want
I'm
the
ready.
truth? Odd. The teenage stepkids from your ex. Now these stepkids in the family. So your child over there with the stepkids takes your teenage child out clubbing on Christmas night at a party and then get arrested for speeding and got marijuana charges. Does this provoke an all hell break loose moment for you and your household?
No, I mean, I'm concerned. One, since he took my child out, he was driving, so he's got the ticket. His ass got the, he about to go to jail for driving under the influence. Now, in DC and in Maryland, marijuana is legal, so my son won't get any charges. I'm gonna just be real pissed because he's still underage. But it's just gonna be a learning moment for real. It's definitely gonna be a learning moment. It's gonna be another time where I can sit down and I can say directly, see, this is what's happening. If you see things aren't right and you continue on with it, it's a teachable moment at that point in time. I'm gonna be pissed, but it's a teachable moment.
What about the fact that he was speeding and put your child in danger because he was driving recklessly?
They made it home, so I can't stop that. That's done, but it's a teachable moment of what you put yourself in. As children, as adults, as young adults, we've all seen a situation. We've been in a car with friends of ours, and we may have been in a club, we may have been drinking, whatever that is, and we're going from one place to another, and you got a buzz, so they got a buzz, and you still ride in that car. It's a teachable moment. So
here's my teaching:
much
cuss
worse.
her mother out.
Yeah, I'm really gonna have. It's gonna be a teachable moment, yes, natural. But I'm gonna have to have some conversation with that ex about why this took place, and I don't want my children going anywhere with them. Their young child, teenage child anymore. No, not gonna happen.
Here's the thing: is that as a parent, you can exercise your right to push on that situation. You could even actually go to court in reference to that and deal with who's got custody or whatever else. That's where it could go. Period. But the bottom line is that when it's all said and done, the only thing you really can do as a parent is empower your child to understand and see different situations as they arise and say, you know what, Dad did talk about this, and this is something I already been through. So if I can empower them to pull themselves out of situations as teens, I don't know if we talk about 13 and 19, but the bottom line is that the power comes with them understanding what they are, what situation they're in, and to be a critical thinker in that situation and pull themselves out. And I always say, look, if you don't have the money, I'll send it to you, but always go out with enough money to get home. So they already got that. They already understand that, at least my children. So they know that, he bent, I'm bent. But you know what? I'm spent. I can either call my dad I got a policy. I will get you anywhere, anytime, whatever, and no questions asked till the next day. But that's the situation. When they find themselves in that position, whether they're a teenager or an adult, what do they do? And if you can prevent them from making bad choices later on, I think that's the best piece. So it is a teachable moment. If you take it,
I mean, stuff happens, but it's gonna be a teachable moment for my child, and for that ass, it's gonna be a teachable moment for that ex too.
Across the board.
Absolutely.
But long term, I'm worried about my child.
Yeah, but I'm just
to make the decision. That's why. I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time on it, but I mean, like I said, you can go to court. You can, lean into that for real. You can really lean into it in a whole lot of ways. And I'm not just saying cuss somebody out, because cussing somebody out there makes you feel better. But if you go to court and you alter the rights in reference to who's going, where that child is going to stay at, where that child will grow up from that point on.
Some situations
that becomes an answer to that situation and pulls them out of that
Hear me out for a second.
I was just trying to finish mine. That's all.
Okay, that's cool. I got you. My bad. No, and I was just, because I really didn't answer many. I just threw most of them out tonight. But I was just saying, in that last situation, probably the last two situations, but the eggnog drinking, and the particularly the one, because now you're getting into legalities with the question that we asked with you. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely deal with mine, which is the child, and I'm gonna impart my wisdom and knowledge. But your child in essence got two fathers, and I'm gonna make sure their biological one teach their ass some good lessons, because I don't know what the significant other of the new dude that my ex is messing with, what his level of concern is. It'd never be like the level of my fucking concern with my child. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it real to that level. So the teachable moment gonna be something for the ex and her new beau. They're gonna learn. You're gonna learn some shit today.
Everything Arden said was correct. The way Arden said he would handle it is correct. And eventually, we may get to that point. But off the top, speaking for me, the situations I've been through, that's how I handle it. And that's how it was handled with me. There's no sometimes timeouts. Okay, we're going to talk about this domestically. Sometimes that don't work.
Yeah, because now you talk about legalities. Now you talk about charting the course of the direction of my child's life on a mistake that was made by your child.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I mean, I'm just thinking of the fact that they put my child at risk too. My child may not have escaped that. Who knows?
I think a 1978 classmate said it well.
I don't play that. Homie don't play that. He said, homie don't play that.
No, and I'm with that. Anyway, look, y'all, that was a thought-provoking show tonight. Very thought-provoking show.
Very good conversation. And everybody has varying opinions about various topics, and it's good. That's good conversation, though. I love it.
No doubt. So look, man, I want to thank y'all. Look, we about how many days from Christmas now? 15.
Yeah, today's the 10th, so 15 days, about 2 weeks. We got a little over 2 weeks, guys.
About 2 weeks.
So if you haven't, at this point in time, if you haven't bought your ex that $250, you got 15 days left.
Go get that $200. Go get that big gift for the ex. Go get it.
Go get that fake gift.
Yeah, y'all listen to Lenny. Y'all gonna have 2 exes.
I got some socks. I bought some socks.
Oh man.
I got some socks in the store.
Anyway, y'all, love y'all. It was a fun tonight. We'll be back next week. We got some great things coming up at the turn of the year. Our brother C-Man Anderson will be on, and we're gonna talk about some things with him. We got some really great things that he's doing that he wants to share with the audience. So, and some other exciting guests coming up. We've got some pastors in the community that's gonna be doing some things with some pastors. And y'all funny tonight. Y'all funny as hell tonight. And we're gonna just keep it moving.
Fun.
All right. Next, the last Christmas. What's the Tuesday before Christmas? What date is it?
24. We're taking that night off.
Christmas Eve. Okay, so next week, everybody bring their eggnog. Bring your eggnog or your favorite libation to the table, and we want you to take a picture and drop it in the chat group. All right, so next week, y'all.
Christmas is on Wednesday.
All right, good night, y'all.
Oh, what you say, Arden?
I said Christmas is on Wednesday this year.
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
middle of the week. I wish it was Thursday because then you would get that long weekend. But
Wow.
all right, y'all. Peace and love. Thank y'all very much. Have a great night. Y'all make sure you watch Omar Wallace, Legends of the Past.
Don't forget about the football pool, Margaret Pool.
Margaret Nick, call me.
Yeah, Margaret, we want that. I want the parlay. That's what it's called, the parlay.
And Margaret, let everybody know about that football pool so you get that thing filled up. Them want
Yes,
some wine.
Margaret, my number is in your inbox as we speak.
Legends of the Past and Future tomorrow night, Facebook Live, YouTube, Omar Wallace page, having a story about the Flames, the legendary Flames. My brother used to be on the Flames. He was a
Yes,
Flame
sir.
too.
I'm a flame.
All
I'm a
right.
flame myself.
So y'all check that out tomorrow night.
Every day this week, man. You know it's coming up on Christmas. Eating a
All right,
whole
good night,
lot.
everybody.
All right.
Good night.
Yes, baby. Intermittent 8 and 16. See if you can get it in between.
All right.